Hey everybody, Al Puglisi Trains. Going to take you inside and show you a beautiful model railroad. Fred Lagno's Allegheny Central is a HO model railroad built in fall scenery. Time of the layout is in the fall. It's an absolutely beautiful model railroad. It is an open house, so I'm not going to be able to interview Mr. Lagno at length because he's busy hosting the open house, and there's going to be a lot of people there, so there's going to be some background noise and some commotion, but please just overlook that. Enjoy the video. I did it in 3 sections. Part 1, this part, is going to be the walkthrough. Part 2 I'll upload will be some trains running, and part 3 will be featuring some additional structures and details on the incredible layout. So sit back and enjoy this. Well, folks, I'm going to do a walkthrough. This layout is absolutely gorgeous. This is, like I just said, Fred Lagno's layout, and we're getting more information on it from him when I interview him. But for now, I just want to do a walkthrough of the exquisite scenery on this layout. It's absolutely spectacular. It's not a giant layout. It's in a garage. It's in its own building. It is absolutely exquisite, the detail. The super detail, the backdrop painting, everything ties together. We'll get more information on the layout, what it's all about. Just for now, I want to show it to you. It's very difficult, in my opinion, to model the fall. It's very difficult to pull it off. And his colors and his use of color nails it. And his backdrop is just utterly spectacular. Looks like it's in the maybe late 60s, early 70s. I'll have to check with him. I'm basing that on the cars.
This is the same thing. It's a nice big layout when you go to see it, but it's point. Yeah. You go to one point, you turn the train around, you gotta go back.
This structure here, the interior, is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning, the interiors. All the cars are nicely weathered. They're not too weathered. They're right on the money. Unbelievable quality of the workmanship. When I interview him, we'll talk about the trees, some of his techniques. This is a spectacular scene here.
When you go around the loop to the other end, it meets it that way. And it changes. So,
One day one in the middle, one in the last day.
So wherever you want to stick it, like you gotta have, like if you come up and turn around, you have to have 2 plastic rails on it, 2 plastic rails somewhere.
Look at this.
we used to build them.
I don't know if that's a Pinto or a Gremlin.
That last joint, before circling around the curve, and then you put it there, and then you put it over here, the same
And
thing.
then he's lost his thyroid, his
You want all your engines in.
Or the other
he
way
has
possible.
a
If they're light, they call it.
compression vest that he
You
wears
gotta
at
have
night for
that.
about 40
You gotta
minutes.
watch
About
your-
40 minutes.
I actually had it with metal wheels, where one
And,
metal wheel hit at
The
the
air
same
goes
time,
in and out
crossing the other loop,
because
and
it
that's
doesn't
why
use the
it's
pieces.
Mine, I think, I mean, it's not done now.
Folks, I don't want to lean over this too much. I don't want to even risk dropping this camera.
The more the better.
We have some trains running. I just noticed this scene. This is breathtaking.
Is that for the signals?
We then do the process of wait till that
This is one of the finest fall layouts I've ever seen.
Because you crossed over exactly when the other train was crossing out, back north, it would blow in circles. Then you have to check that
It's an open house, so there's people here,
Then I started.
and I'm just going to keep on taping.
The leaves with the super trees, and I really like how that turned out.
This is candy top. Yeah, what they call candy top. And I sprayed. That's right. I sprayed the leaves first. Then I had to paint the trunks.
So you see when you
Yes.
see the negative that means we
People ask me, what kind of fancy cameras do you have? That's called a Galaxy 23. Yeah. I had a guy from CBS, he produced Amazing Race. He said the camera in this is better than a $30,000 camera 5 years ago.
I was using a Nikon D70 and a Nikon F1.
Yeah, I don't know that much about these cameras. Yeah, let me just pause this. This is what a Fred, this is all most all the scratch built. This is totally scratch built. The station.
No, that was a Crow River Productions,
Oh, okay.
Crawford Knott Station.
Wow. Tell us how you did these trees. Is this goldenrod you harvested?
No, that's Candy Tuft.
What's it called?
Candy Tuft.
Candy tuft.
CANDYTUFT.
Where do you get it?
Or peppergrass. Same thing. There are a few places, and there's not many of them, you have to Google
my
it,
layout system.
that sell this stuff. They cater to florists and they're decorative
2020
things for
Decorative.
base, you know. And you have to pick the leaves off them.
Okay.
But then once you do that, you can cut them to size, spray them.
That's that stretch between.
After I spray them, then I have to paint the trunks.
What do you use to paint the trunks? Like a light gray or?
What I do is a light. Yeah, it's mostly a light.
Let's do a
gray.
comparison.
Is that crazy? That's real.
Let's
Look
look
at your
at
layout.
Oh,
look at visitor. Real, and this is right on the money. So you see, it's like a gray you spray it
There you
with.
go. Look at that. That's
Isn't
even
that
better.
crazy how close we are? That's
Oh,
real.
yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
And that's jewelry. Look how close it is.
That's got a little tint. That's got a little tint from the Amtrak window. On an Amstel.
But you're saying you spray the trunks with like a grayish color, or?
Oh, I hand paint them.
Oh, you hand paint them?
Yeah, with just
Here's, give you an idea.
that
There's mine.
acrylic paint that you hobby paint
Right.
or craft
See,
paint.
Like a gray.
mine
Yeah,
mine
cheap
against
stuff.
Fred's.
Right. It's like a grayish brown you mix, or?
I spray some of them are gray, some of them I'll paint that light gray, and then I'll take a brown wash
Uh-huh.
and go over that light gray with the brown wash, and that gives it this color.
Wow. And then are there certain color spray paints that, I mean, my problem's finding the colors. You just, are these spray paint colors or acrylic colors?
Orange. What happens? The leaves tend to absorb the paint,
Okay.
and so that tones it down, and that's what you want.
Okay. So you just try and find flat colors whenever you can.
Well, you got to try to find flat colors if you can. Oranges, various shades of
And
orange.
obviously it's just
If you go to a good paint store, you'll see all kinds of spray paint.
Right. And you don't flock these at all with any kind of flocking.
No.
No, none of these are flocked. You just shoot them.
Yeah.
And you just plant them. And as long as you don't touch them or mess with them, they're fine.
Yeah.
Wow. They're absolutely beautiful. I'm surprised they're not flocked. You know, you don't flock them with anything.
yeah, like
The super trees.
Right.
That's it. That's
This
the
is a
end.
really neat
It's
scene.
a
Is this a
cement
scratch
plant.
build
So
here?
bring the
This
cement cars
this
back
little guy?
and added user.
That was Durango Press, I believe.
Oh, this
Oh,
one.
that.
Yeah. So
This is a neat little building.
I forget if that was a laser kit.
Was it?
American Model Builders? I think so.
It's-
I think so.
Look at this. Now, did you scratch build these guys, or?
No, they're Durango Press.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. They're kits, though, aren't they? Are they kits? Yeah, they take for a long time to build. Now, was this one scratch built?
No, that was who was it? Walters?
Really?
I think it was a Walters kit, but I modified it.
Oh, wow.
I modified it quite a bit.
Man, that is
And the
incredible.
wings actually work. When they come out, like you can see, yeah, you can get them to come out.
Wow.
So that's
So what kind of car is this? Is this a maintenance away car, or what?
that's a Jordan spreader. And it's designed, what it's used mostly for is spreading out ballast
Uh-huh.
when the ballast is laid down.
Still had all the old signals until they seat
This,
turned it over to section B.
And what you usually saw was you see a few of these ballast cars
Uh-huh.
with the Jordan spreader behind them and the locomotive and a caboose. And he'll just run along the track. These things will be dropping ballast, and the spreader will be spreading them at the same time.
That's gorgeous.
Conrail, Penn Central, like.
Now, who painted the backdrop?
Me.
Oh, you painted the backdrop. It's spectacular.
One is a
Are they
patch,
acrylic
one's
colors
a-
or oils?
one's Penn Central.
Do you remember?
Penn
I think they were
Central.
oils.
Wow. Now, the sky you just did with an airbrush, the sky, or
Yeah.
Which one's that?
this is right on the money.
They run through the crap. I think they have.
I'm surprised they didn't go the extra mile though and put the.
What year is this? In the early 70s? 79?
Yeah.
I didn't see any Trans Ams. I had 379 Trans Ams on. They were popular back then.
Is there one down at the cement place?
I'll have to look. I'll look. My guess when I first came in was like, early 70s, late 70s. Is this prototype or freelance or both?
It's freelance with a mix of chassis in there.
Uh-huh.
It's got some chassis colors.
Wow.
Battery inside that thing.
And the size, what's the overall size, approximately, of the layout? About 25 by 25 feet, maybe? As far as size, feet-wise?
Oh, size. This is 28.
Uh-huh.
Probably 28 by 28.
It's... God. I'm just... Now, is this one scratch built? This
Yes, I boogered up a scale trains,
These freight cars, the way you weathered these are beautiful. Did you use like pastels or airbrush to weather the cars? The freight cars?
I don't use a pan pastels.
I don't mess that one up. I gotta figure out how to get
Those chalks, those modeling chalks?
Yeah. That and combinations of black and brown. Various things.
I love it. So they're not airbrushed. You didn't airbrush them.
For the most part, no.
Okay. They look incredible. Wow, look at that back there, the way that's countersunk. That looks real. I love that. Are you a professional painter? Are you an artist? Do you do portraits? Or?
Well, I do. I mean, I did art. Just on my own.
See, I'm going up line 5. I'm only hit Bill Patch all the way back.
Man. This has never been in model railroad or railroad model craftsman? Oh, it has? It's
I got model railroad, railroad model craftsman, scale rails, NMRA calendar. Got covers for all of them.
wow. Wow, what a scene this God.
Is that today? Oh, okay.
Wow, what a beautiful house.
Oh,
The colors are just the colors are spectacular. I know I've said it 1,000 times. Now, is this an actual plant somewhere? This plant, or?
Yeah, this was in Washington State.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I come down. I usually go to Don Richards.
Now, what did you use hydrocal for your rocks, or
In some cases, yeah.
and just acrylic paints or dyes, or to color them?
What I do is I take water, and if you go to a paint store, they sell tinting colors,
Okay.
and get black and white, and use various shades of black and white, and make up spray bottles with light gray, medium gray, dark gray. And then when you do the plaster, all you do is just brush it on, and it'll soak in, all by itself. And that's what gives it that natural
Look.
as opposed to being painted.
So you don't use any alcohol ink washes or anything?
You could use alcohol. If you mix some alcohol in there, it would absorb it easier because it helps it flow.
Okay.
But no, that's about it.
Wow. This. This is the backside. That waterfall I shot from the opposite side was just gorgeous. What kind of water is that? Is that Envirotex or?
Yes.
Man. These roads are, God, they're beautiful. What did you shoot the roads like a light primer gray first and then wash the roads? How do you do that with the You mix
I
up.
spray paint it with primer gray.
Okay.
Just automotive primer gray, and then you can use.
That's my ego.
What did I use?
Was it like a wash of some kind? You mixed up like an acrylic wash or
No,
something?
just pencil.
Really?
I think, yeah, it was graphite.
Okay.
And rub it in with your finger, and you can get.
With a little bit of graphite.
Yeah.
And then on the seams, so that makes it a little darker. I'm trying to make roads now myself.
Yeah.
So you use the graphite to give it that little bit of a darkness.
Yeah.
And then, my God, did you get like pinstriping for that, or did you
That's it comes on a roll.
automotive pinstripe?
It's somebody made it for model railroads.
Okay. It's
Single line, double line. They make it in white.
is it like clear? Is it a decal, or you just peel it off and
You
put
just
it
peel
on?
it off. It's got its own stick.
Okay.
Sticky stuff on the bottom.
Man. It's hard to pull off you did it right on the money. You know, you have your light areas, and then you got your little darker areas. And then you've got your guardrails. What brand guardrails are these? I forget who makes those guardrails. God, I can't remember. One of those companies.
One of them. Yeah.
Man.
You got people coming in?
Wow. Oh, man.
You gotta put some algicide in that pool.
Yeah, isn't it disgusting?
Folks, like I say, this is an open house. Quite a few people here. So Fred is, you know, he's got to talk with other people. He's the host.
Keep my pool crystal clear.
I'll try and interview him a little bit later, but we're catching him as I can catch him.
That's like my summer activity.
And I'm asking him as many questions as I can think of.
Yes, sir.
But he's got quite a few visitors here.
Well, there's a whole bunch of trains here.
Look at this garage down here, man. Gorgeous. And Fred said this was late 70s. This garage, I just love. Little house is forced perspective, like an N-scale house back there. Got some more forced perspective in the painting of the backdrop. Absolutely beautiful. I hear a train. So we'll be having another video of some trains running, folks.
What's that one? Both of those diesels going? But I'm not starting that. Coming to get this. Right? Are they coming to get this? What happened to that switch over there?
Quite a few folks here.
Yep, and then I can switch the points to make the train go off onto the main line.
Okay, let's go.
Folks, this is the very end of the layout here. And that's going to end this tape. Please stay tuned. There's going to be other videos of this incredible layout. And I'm going to have an interview with Fred Lagno, a more in-depth interview. And I'm going to have another tape running trains. So please hit the subscribe button. I need subscribers so we can grow the channel and I can bring you more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and please hit that subscribe button.